Preventive maintenance won't stop deterioration. Nothing can. Mother Nature and Father Time remain undefeated. But that doesn't mean you're powerless. Throughout our The Power of Preventive Maintenance webinar, we've seen how a thoughtful and timely maintenance program can extend asset life, reduce reserve funding, and improve how your homeowners, mortgage professionals, and insurance providers view your property. The lesson is simple. You can't stop deterioration, but you can slow it down and minimize its costs. With the right plan in place, you can make a meaningful difference, physically and financially, shaping your association's future.
So we move to the last part of our presentation here today, drawing it to conclusion. What have we seen? What have we learned? What is the power of preventive maintenance? Well, I want to make it clear that your reserves A professional is presuming that you're an average association doing average preventive maintenance. So take this opportunity. So many of you don't appear to have a strong preventive maintenance schedule. It's how you can drop your reserve funding by 10% or more. So start this. Get a preventive maintenance schedule and show them that preventive maintenance schedule and say that, hey, we are on top of things. Make sure that they acknowledge that and they smile and say, by golly, good for you. And make sure that they're going to stretch your useful lives appropriately and not just treat you like the average association. Same is true with your insurance professional. Now, they're likely presuming you're not doing average maintenance, but likely little or no preventive maintenance because, again, they're in the business of preventing failure or preventing tragedies from happening, and their rates are probably set on expecting tragedies to happen. So, again, show them otherwise with your preventive maintenance schedule and challenge them to provide a more favorable premium. Say that we are taking care of our property. We're not just waiting, sitting on our hands, waiting for things to break. So we want to be a preferred risk. And I'm wondering if there's even a larger effect here than in the savings from your less reserve funding because of the high cost of insurance at this time. So what did we learn? Effective preventive maintenance appears to save about 10% of your reserve funding. 15.25%, 11%, 9.9%. A simple answer is that probably think about 10%. That's an easy number to try to remember. And that's a big deal. Remember that your reserve funding make the cost of living in your association higher. Okay, you do reserve funding because it just means that you're not getting special assessed. So the cost is the cost. And you want to try to, as much as possible, slow that cost down. Effective, low cost preventive maintenance, just doing those projects right, just the pool service company looking at the pool equipment room every time they're on property, all that little stuff is going to add up and save you money. And that's important because the average association spends about 25% of its budget on reserves. So if you can knock that down by 10% or so, that's going to free up, 2.5% of your budget to use on other things, or save 2.5% on your overall budget so it doesn't have to rise as much. That's just a cool thing. And we're going to bring you back to where we started, that remembering that owning real estate is expensive. There's very little you can do to change the fact that Mother Nature and Father Time are in the driver's seat. They are making things deteriorate. That's just the way life is on this planet. But you do have control to, maybe I can say, to slow their roll. You can't stop that deterioration, but you can definitely slow it down with ongoing preventive maintenance. I talked about right at the beginning, painting something or sealing your asphalt is like putting on a raincoat. So do that. Before you walk outside, put on your raincoat. When your asphalt is starting to look a little bit dry, seal it. Before the railing on your wood fence or handrails begins to crack and peel, paint it. We're talking about the simple things that you should and would want to do at your association. I believe it's cost effective, and I believe I've been able to show you that pretty clearly. So make sure that you are getting an updated reserve study. It's going to be your primary guide towards moving ahead into the future. Make sure that those useful life estimates are updated with information about your maintenance plan. And we have so many other resources at Association Reserves. We sell reserve studies, obviously, but on our website, reservestudy.com, we've got many written and video resources. A lot of things that we've learned from preparing reserve studies since 1986 and over 100,000 at this time. And we just added to our knowledge base by the work I did in the last week, measuring the effect of preventive maintenance. If you want to go somewhere else, we have all our video resources. They're both on our website and on YouTube. If you search for reserve study or reserve studies on YouTube, pretty good chance you'll find our material there. A lot of good stuff, full webinars, webinar shorts, a lot of simple information, easy to digest. And we also have another medium. We've got a weekly 30-minute podcast for board members. It's called HOA Insights, Common Sense for Common Areas. You can subscribe from all major podcast platforms, or you can go straight to our website, hoainsights.org. Actually, the podcasts are also on our YouTube channel, so you can watch what's going on with the guests that we have there. And it's all to encourage and equip our board member audience for the hard work they do leading their association forward. But if you are a reader, we've also got a book. It's called Understanding Reserves. It's available on Amazon for $29.99. Get that if you're a reader. I've got a copy here at my desk, and I will sign that for someone who asks an interesting question. Get that to you. So at this point in time, that wraps up our planned curriculum for today's program. I'm going to turn the microphone over to Jen, who will coordinate our Q&A time together.
At Association Reserves, we make the present less stressful and the future more secure. If you want to join us in this mission, please like this video and subscribe to our channel. Leave a comment down below on what you'd like to see us address in a future video. Let's plan for your best future.